Hello out there. This is Example of Play. My name's Joe. I am the Example of Play guy. I decided I was going to try doing a live stream just for fun, playing a game. We're going to play some Broken Arrow today. I've played it just a little bit this week. I haven't had a lot of time to play it. But in this video, I've played the campaign a little bit. I'm going to do some multiplayer. This is my first time ever doing a live stream, so if it's terrible, you get what you pay for. It's my first attempt at it. But we'll see how it goes. I'm thinking for the channel, it's like to keep trying new things and just kind of see what works, what doesn't. And like making the tutorial videos. I really like doing that. I also like doing just gameplay, but I don't like making really like heavily edited gameplay videos. It's not fun to spend that time editing and stuff. So I was thinking I could use these live streams as kind of the videos where I just do something fun, just play a game. It doesn't even have to necessarily fit the overall other games on the channel quite so much. Can kind of loosen it up a little bit and just have some fun. And I think probably a lot of the games I like are games that you guys out there like too, since seem to share some overlap between a lot of these games. But anyway, that's enough about that. Let's talk about Broken Arrow. Game just came out this week. It's doing pretty good. Looking up here right now, there's 13,000 people in battle right now, almost 40,000 playing the game. That's pretty good. It's a little bit like Warno, the other kind of real-time strategy, large-scale tactical battle games. There's a few of them out there, but this is the latest and greatest. And it looks like a pretty big hit for Slytherin, because, yeah, if there's that many people, 40,000 people online right now, first week, doing pretty solid. I've played one multiplayer match the other day. I should have restreamed that one because I won. Looking back now, that would have been great to start with a win. But let's go into the second battle and see how it goes. My hope is right now everyone out there is just as new to the game as me, so I have a better chance of winning. So we're just going to hit quick match. In this game, you can build like your custom armies out. There's US and Russia, and then you can specialize within those forces, kind of like what your mix of special units is. Like if you have the Marines or you have Airborne, stuff like that. You can build out your customized force. You can even go into like particular units and like pick what kind of weapons you want to have. But I haven't played the game enough really to even do that, so I'm just going to go with whatever I get. It looks like I'm on Russia, which I was on the first time I played, and I won that match, so maybe my luck will hold again. Let's see. Airport, that looks like a fun one. Looks like everyone's voting for that one anyway. You can see, let's see, most everyone else looks like they're level 2, 3, so they've played 1 or 2 games like me. So yeah, the first match I played, everyone was level 1 except for like one guy, so it was a mess, but that was okay. I'm just rolling with the default Russia deck. It's pretty, as you might imagine, it's pretty balanced. Just has a little bit of everything mixed in there, so gets you a good mix without worrying about being too specialized or anything. We're loading in. I don't think I've played this map yet, so we'll see how it goes. You can come on here and like you can kind of mark where you're gonna send stuff. I don't know if I'm good enough at the map to even know where I would send what, so just mostly rolling in blind here. Gonna just go with the flow. It looks like there's a big airport in the middle and then kind of a city on this side, and it looks like a little more rural on that side. Usually when I play Warno, I found that Broken Arrow is a little bit more forgiving. Warno, your units can get wiped out just in an instant, where here at least they can usually take a few hits. You don't have as many units, but they're a little more survivable, so it doesn't punish small mistakes quite as much, but you can still definitely get knocked out in a hurry if you don't throw the right units in the right direction. Okay, so we got 1 minute to deploy. Getting a quick look at the battlefield. I think I'm gonna try for... went right side last time, so I'll do that again because that worked out last time. Gonna bring in a mix of scouts for sure. Bring some AT to kind of set up a defensive point there with heavy ATGM. Infantry platoon. And a couple T-72s to give us some armor. And then round out with some supply there so we can reinforce. Use up most of my points just in time to get started. I think they're playing 45 minutes for phase 1, is that right? I think the last match I played it was 15 minutes per phase. Or maybe the whole match is 45 minutes and it's 15 minutes per phase. I don't know, it's only my second match, so I don't quite understand the scoring, all the stuff over here at the top. The game doesn't really explain it to you, you're kind of left to figure it out. But basically we want to hold these zones and get points for holding those zones. Forgot to bring any anti-air, so that should be my first additional purchase here. Looks like I am the only one going right, so it's all up to me on that. I'm gonna try to lock down this point. Got 3 roads coming towards it. Might try to set up a little bit here and then set up some ATGMs kind of forward here. And then if we can lock that down, then move to support towards the middle. But yeah, everyone else is going left, so leaving me all by my lonesome over here. And he's already captured that point. They're moving fast. It's 5 versus 5, but yeah, it feels like very lonely over here. I've captured point golf. Gonna move my scout up a little just to get eyes out there. And sure enough, there's enemy transport, Globemaster. They could be dropping something big over there. Gonna set up ATGM. I guess right there. Drop off some supplies here on the objective. And we're gonna spread some infantry around, get an idea of what is out there. They're gonna do better holding those forests than anything else. T-72s, look at the roads. Being a little defensive here just because I'm all by myself and the enemy is already on those points, so I can tell. And then we'll set up air defense behind. Okay, now I've got some points built up. I think I want to bring in a couple helicopters to give us a little offensive power to push forward. Fire support, that's what I was trying to say. At least, okay, over there on the left, they all went left. They've at least captured a couple points and one there in the middle. I figure out, get an idea, get a feel for the situation here. And I'll push. Send that truck back to base. I like having 2 anti-air so they can kind of support each other, and if one gets knocked out, I'm not totally exposed. Alright, I want to bring on some more infantry, BMPs, and that's going to be kind of an element. Pair that up with another T-72. Be kind of a recon element to move up the road and see what we find. Could be the enemy gets drawn in, since most of our forces are over there, they might get drawn into a battle on that side and I'm left, maybe have some room to maneuver on this side, but we'll... Got 2 helicopters. I'm going to bring in drone to scout, spy out that direction, see what we get. More forces on the way. The enemy, Global Hawk. Okay, someone's infested in some heavy anti-air over there, so that's handy, giving me some cover. Alright, we got some helicopters coming towards us, some Kawas. Bringing up my anti-air to help take care of that. Okay, so we were able to repel that first attack there. Alright, something is coming at us from there. I'm gonna call up. I like these big artillery boys right here. They were very good last time to me. They don't need to be too close. Alright, that BMP's damaged. Pull it back to repair. See if our helicopters can get eyes on whatever was up there as our drone comes in. So they got anti-air as well. I like how in this game, sometimes the aircraft get shot down, the pilots fall, and they're like little units on the map. I set those guys up there. At least know there's at least one enemy position there. I'm going to hit it with artillery and then move up. And there's a position there at that X crossroad back there. I like to put these guys on control groups. Get some sniper artillery back there ready to go. How's things going over here? Like we haven't made too much progress. Like I said, everyone's pretty new to this game. People in this match looks like they've all played 1 or 2 games at the most, so don't expect any advanced tactics here. Alright, artillery is in place. Drop off those supplies. Send that truck back to base, and now I got a couple targets ready to go. I'm gonna hit there. Oh, out of range. Just out of range. Okay, never mind, truck. Come back. Pick up those supplies. We're gonna move up. I think I was forgetting, last time I played, I ordered in different artillery that was even bigger, that had like a very short, or like a longer minimum range than you would have thought, so you couldn't get them too close. Okay, so 4,000 meters or so. I want to be able to hit that spot there, at least that spot. It looks like some infantry or something dropping back there. Alright, so we'll move up there, and hopefully that'll get us close enough. Artillery's coming at us. We got our supplies, but that's... Luckily I didn't put all my units on the actual objective, put them forward of the objective. So that didn't do too much, just taught us, cut out some of our supply, but I can that replace enough. Okay, now we're ready. We're gonna drop. I'm already there, and that other intersection had some anti-air back there. And the element I wanted to use is right here. And where's that recon BRDM? pair them up, and then we're gonna make a little push along this road, see if there's any defenses in here. Maybe we can sneak in on Echo. I don't know, might be a failure, but we're gonna try it out, see what happens. Alright, there we go. Target. Yeah, someone has got some great anti-air back there covering me. So I like that. And then good to keep your artillery moving around a little bit. Ooh, yeah, they're already taking counter battery fire real quick. Ooh, big time counter battery fire. He made it out of there just in time. Alright. I'm gonna hold this guy's fire for a minute and just let them think they got him. And then we're gonna push down this road. Those infantry up to support. And they might see me coming from a mile away, I don't know. We're gonna see how it goes. Oh, I got plenty of points, so I'm gonna call in more cornets. Help us out. I'm gonna keep, since I'm very much on the defensive here, I'm gonna focus on that. Again, someone's got some great stuff over there. They're just wiping them out. But the bad thing is now they're gonna see my force coming because that plane flew right over. We got some replacement supplies. We're gonna park them off the objective in case it gets hit again. Our supplies keep getting hit by artillery, but we haven't lost any units to artillery fire yet. Jinxing myself, probably. I'm gonna move up. If we can get across this road, little gap right here is scaring me. If we can get across that, unload the infantry, they can move up through the forest. One striker right there, we're overwhelming it. Alright, unload the infantry. Infantry move up through the woods. EMP's here, T-72, Scout. All quiet over here still. More ATGM coming to help us out. I got artillery on standby if I need it. I'm gonna try not to fire it. Unless we need to, since... Ooh, alright, something came out of there. Took out the scout who didn't see whatever was there. Drop some artillery on it. And that's that one. I'm letting him fire a couple times and then move in case they hit us with a big old counter battery again. Alright, scout guy, he did live. I was bad mouthing him. He's still alive. Didn't spot the enemy unit till too late. Alright, push, push, push. Now, I know they're gonna get slammed, but maybe they'll draw some enemies off the rest of the battlefield towards me. PRDM rolling up with that. I don't know if enemy would go... The map... It's kind of interesting, the maps are like way wider than the objectives, so it leaves a lot of room to flank on the edges. I don't know if anyone would try to go all the way over here to flank me. Might. But I'm going to set these guys up here. Ooh, I got a lot of points. Let's get that. We'll bring in some air to help me out. They'll probably just get shot down, but that's okay. That came from... Okay. Right there. See if we can take those guys out. Spread these guys out. Nah. Okay, so that was my fault. I wasn't paying attention. I took the objective and then didn't move my guys into cover. That was dumb. T-72 survives and has a whole platoon of strikers rushing at it. But at least we diverted a pretty big force from over there. And got points standing by. What if we go for this? We're gonna go big or go home. Probably not the best move, but big old bombing run, because I know they are right there. Maybe they arrived in time to knock out a big old chunk of them. See what we get. As long as the bombs drop. That might have been really good. I don't know. Didn't see what was still there, but I feel like we must have got at least a couple of them. Alright, let's get... bring up some more recon elements. Or kind of depleted my just regular infantry. Artillery's still alive. Send in our helicopters over here, put them to work. Support, one of my teammates is pushing. Got some T-90s, give them some support. Maybe we can get in there and take Echo. We're in phase 2 now. We get 0-0. I don't understand the scoring up here, what all that's telling me, but that's alright. Those guys. Alright, did not last long. I have the worst luck with aircraft in these games. It seems like everyone else can always use them very effectively, and mine just get wiped out anytime I do anything. Okay, so we pushed, we took Echo, we lost Echo, but at least we diverted a pretty big chunk of the enemy's force to come deal with us, so not all bad. This guy sent these T-90s up, but they're engaging at super short range. Negates a lot of their advantage. Not the best, but I can't talk too much since I got my guys on the objective and then forgot to move them into these like hardened bunkers and just left them out in the open. They all got wiped out while I was distracted. Alright, next move. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. I know there's enemies up here just waiting for me. I know getting into there again might be possible. We didn't have any resistance moving along here. I might try to move along that road again to see if we can sneak in there. Alright, artillery coming at us. Drop some counter battery on them. Main thing is I just don't want to lose this flank. One more shot and then we'll move him back. Move him up. You know, just mix it up. Those T-90s, oh, they did survive even though they took a beating right there. Almost to the objective, so I'm gonna try to send a little support over to them. And these are like infantry with some anti-air, so that could be enemies sending a lot of aircraft at us. I'm going to send them straight up the middle, see if we can reinforce Echo. We can take Echo, we can lock it down, to hold them trying to cross that airfield. We could bring up a couple of these squads as well, so we get some anti-air, anti-tank. If we could just lock down this edge right here, it makes it hard for them to push from the other side. Then maybe cut off some of this. Still taking... Alright, I'm gonna hit that spot with everything I have on artillery just to see if we get any luck out of that. The one thing I'm not good at in these games sometimes is focusing on multiple different things at the same time. I guess that is the trick of the game. Guys are low on ammo. Might pull them back to rearm. Not gonna do me any good if they run out of ammo. Alright, moving artillery. Bring up another recon drone just to see if maybe we can spot their artillery. I feel like they're probably moving theirs before my rounds are landing. Let's reinforce these guys. Might be too late. An Abrams with trophy system, very hard to take out in this game. Have to hit it with multiple rockets and things all at the same time. Alright, let's see if we can get in there and reinforce. That T-90 is pretty hard to take out as well, looks like. Alright, I'm going to give direct unload order, drop those infantry in that hardened bunker. And see if we can engage that Abrams. Lost the T-90. Spread out. A micro here a little bit, see if I can get in behind him with my T-72. That could work, maybe. Going on over here. Too much, taking more artillery looks like. Getting from both directions, maybe. Yeah. He's almost dead. Then bring these guys in. Ah, that actually worked. Did a little micro, got my T-72 in behind him, and we took him out. Pretty good. So we can expect probably enemy counterattack on the way. Gonna position that T-72 in case they come across the airfield. Things look quiet enough over there, so let's reinforce what we got here. As expected, taking a bunch of artillery. Spread our infantry out. Put a few outside the objective. In the hopes that they won't all get hit. Alright, that T-72 is taking a beating, so we'll pull it back so it's in reserve. Move my artillery. Bring up my best tanks, these T-72 arenas. Now I have kind of a point to get them a little further up into the battle. Alright, now we control that point, very nice, and get, yeah, some more kind of plain infantry. No, need some more points. Now I'm thinking I've got a position here, I can dig in here. They haven't really tried to push this too much. I can dig in here, kind of a threat to that side, and can attack Foxtrot. If I can take that, then we're in really good shape. Alright, here comes a little counterattack. We're ready for that. That truck out of there. And I might bring up supplies. Drop them behind those tree line there. Guys, they're going. I don't want them running too much out in the open. Oh, something big. What was that? Teammates are doing okay. Little Sheridan right there. EMP's engaging. Bring the T-72 into this tree line. It doesn't have much health left, but just to head off any counterattacks there. Alright, now our position here is looking a little weaker. Ooh, guy's gone. Helicopters coming in. Bring up some anti-air support. Oh, little T-72's gone. Now it's just the infantry. That's all that's left. As long as we can hold that point, we're doing pretty good. And they are the anti-air infantry, so good job bringing those guys. They've all got like stingers or whatever, but used up some of them now. We've got supply truck on the way. Supply truck, don't run out in the open. Alright, Striker. Abrams, pull back guys, get out of there. You can hit Z to have your infantry run. Get out of situations like that. Come in close. Drop some artillery on them maybe. They're going to set up there, think about what they're going to do. We'll drop some artillery on their head. And then I could think about trying to sneak up from this direction. I'll send these guys up through the woods just to see if they can find anything interesting over there. And I'm gonna send this BRDM like way out around. Alright, now we've got reinforcements have arrived. Very good. Dropped some supplies behind the line there. More infantry. Just to lock down this point. Ooh, nice artillery has fallen on them. Maybe we took them out. Or at least still there when some of those rounds fell. Infantry, or the enemy's not... Oh, wait, here they come. Little do they know, I've got my T-72s right there, ready to go. Making a big push. Drop some artillery on them. Like having those on the hotkeys, control keys, so I can call them in without even having to look down. Get in there, T-72s. Drop some clusters on us. Send that one back. It's taking some hits. That one. Got some friendlies helping us out, so that's nice. Very good. Alright, let's displace our artillery again. Oh, I lost one. Alright, so they finally caught up to one of them. That's okay. Oop, those infantry. They did find there's some enemies up there. I think I'm just going to send them way over here just to distract, just to make them worry about that, what's going on over there. But it's pretty quiet over there on that flank, so I'm just going to keep holding here. And bring up some of our cheaper T-72s. Cheaper infantry, and then we're going to make a push on Foxtrot here as we go into phase 3, the last 15 minutes of the match. We're winning right now for sure, but I would like, it would be feel pretty good to hold my entire half of the map down on my own. Well, I would say on my own. I've got some help here. And, oh yeah, bring up this anti-air, see if they can take out that helicopter. Resupply our good T-72s. That BMP is about dead, so if we just drop them back to the supply point, they get healed up and get more ammo. And if they have like a active protection system, it reloads that as well, which is very important for keeping your really expensive tanks alive. Which I can afford one more of those, so might as well. Alright, comes my next attack force. I'm gonna have them move up this road so they're not too exposed. They're making another push. Drop some artillery on them just to break it up a little. Left side looks good. Looks like we're winning. If I can hold what I have, I'll be fine. If I can take Foxtrot, that'd be like a total victory. That'd be nice. Infantry in the woods seem to be not as concealed as you might think. Infantry in buildings seem to have much higher survivability. Bring those guys back up. Next wave of reinforcements is almost here. Lost that T-72. Okay, they're pushing in pretty hard. We need to get on the objective. Pull that guy back. Maybe sneak these guys in. Bring in some helicopter support here. And I lost my other... Ooh, what in the world? Was not paying attention. They took golf out from under me while I was not looking. That's embarrassing. Thought I had that locked down. In that case, could divert this force to attack, but I think I'm gonna have them go at Foxtrot instead. That's total loss over there now. I can send that helicopter over there, see what it can do. Bring in another one, just to kind of beat them up a little bit. Big artillery strike coming, so they kind of pulled back and then sent in heavy artillery, but didn't do too much to us. Alright, we're gonna move up this little approach right there. Okay, nice. I was kind of hoping they had pushed up and maybe they forgot to bring anti-air up that far, which they brought some for sure. They're airdropping. Alright, so now they've got pretty heavy force there. Bring in big rocket launcher and just drop it on them. Alright, get out of there. Alright, golf is a lost cause at this point. And it looks like I got distracted and I got those guys in a mess, but maybe we can win just through sheer overwhelming firepower. That wasn't good. Brought those guys way too far forward. Got these Rangers automatic grenade launcher teams all over the place that are pretty nasty. See if we can overwhelm them. At least, oh man, that Yeah, I got too confident. Now I've lost. At one point I thought I was going to control all 3 points. Now I've lost them all. We might have to regroup on this situation. Took Foxtrot, lost the other 2. Should have just been happy with what I had and focused on holding them down. Let's see. Form up a new little attack group here. Now we're a little low on armor at the moment. Have to settle for extra BMPs. See what we can do. Do have that grad. I'm gonna drop it. Have it just drop all over that objective and hope that they left their guys out in the open. It'd be nice if my team sent just a few guys over to help me, which I guess they are. They control that whole part of the map, so maybe they're at least putting some pressure on them. We're gonna try to hold. We spent a lot to take Foxtrot, so we're gonna try to hold it. Gonna sneak a guy in there. See, oh, maybe there's no one left on Echo, so maybe we can sneak in there and recapture it. And then there was a pretty strong force here, so I don't know if they've moved. They're still there. We're gonna drop this grad, drop a bunch of rockets on Golf, and make a little probing attack while we wait for more tanks to become available. I have a lot of artillery options. I'm not really sure which ones. There's a lot of really heavy ones, kind of medium artillery that I can use to be more mobile and snipe at them, which I had pretty good success with the guys I had out there till they got destroyed. A long open approach to come up that way. Might have them move up and then go here. We'll come in along the flank. Maybe we can sneak in there. Echo, yeah, didn't quite have enough forces to hold it. And Foxtrot now, are they gonna try to capture it with a helicopter? Can they do that? Got 7.5 minutes left. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping my team can come help me out a little bit. But it's crazy, Foxtrot is that deep in their territory and they are not recapturing it yet. Oh, there they go, now they're taking it. Alright, here comes the grad. Kind of a big attack. I think I can make like the attack area bigger. Somehow or other. See what that does. Come out here from way out on the flank. Haven't seen any enemies out this far, so maybe we can sneak in from the edge while they're focused on moving back towards the middle. Six minutes left. I think we're in pretty good shape to win. We're at 10-0, so like we're ahead for sure. If I could recapture one of these, nice. Bring those guys up, and then second wave to reinforce and lock it down if we can. It's something right there. Okay, there's anti-air. Fingers. Unload. Roll in. Okay, they got rangers, they got strikers, but no armor that I see so far. Maybe we can win this firefight. Some reinforcements on the way. Gonna sacrifice these helicopters to see if we can make this push. Not quite. I could have used just a little armor there, would have made all the difference. Did hit him pretty hard though. Green Berets back there. Found my grad, took it out. Come on guys, pick that thing off. A whole platoon of Green Berets back there. I might just give up on golf. Try to help take Echo. They're taking it. Got 3 minutes left. Those guys, they got vehicles, but they're not gonna be any good trying to push on that whole town. Air, helicopters coming. Bring in a MiG, see if it can help us out. It'll probably just get shot down, but that's okay. Alright, got some friendly infantry rolling up. Oh man. What was that? The nice thing about this game is even if your units do get knocked out, you've got a constant stream of points, so you can feel pretty good about, even if you get totally wiped out, you're kind of back in the fight. As long as you don't just get wiped out over and over and over. Okay, we're gonna settle for just threatening golf, probably not actually taking it. I got some anti-air guys coming up to help shoot down those stupid helicopters. Yeah, this game just demands a good mix of forces all the time, because if you forget anti-air, you're gonna get blasted. You don't have any artillery to counter their artillery, you're just gonna get hammered. You gotta be just ready for everything. And of course, if you were playing with like a team that was talking to each other and coordinating, you could coordinate some of that, but in this kind of situation, just playing with randos, you gotta do the best you can with what you got. Alright, well, we've got 43 seconds left. We'll make one more last hurrah at golf. Probably can't even get there in time. unloaded those guys way too soon, but I was worried they were going to get blasted. But overall, I think we're doing okay. I think we're on course to win. Ten seconds left. Everyone's firing off everything they have to finish it out here. Three more victory points, so they caught up some points there, but we pulled it off with a minor victory, so I'll take it. See, we got XP leveled up to level 3. Won the Underdogs Award. Enemy team had a higher average rating than us, but we managed to pull it off and win. No individual awards really for me. The first battle I will say, I did get a couple little awards. I forget what they were exactly, but yeah, not the best showing. Kill death ratio 0.55, not good. Yeah, I definitely should have streamed or recorded my first match because I was a little bit over 1 on my kill death ratio, so I was looking much more impressive, and I captured had a lot of points from capturing stuff. Where there, yeah, I feel like I held down my flank okay, got a little overconfident towards the end, got wiped out. I probably should have just been defensive, just held down 2 out of 3, not worried about trying to take that third one. That would have been okay, but that is what it is. We came away with the victory, and I didn't totally embarrass myself, so not too bad. All right, well, that's it. These matches are 45 minutes long, typically, which is a little on the long side, but at least you kind of you know exactly how long you're in for when you start one up. So, but I do like that there's so many people playing the game. It matches you with people that are kind of the same skill level, so not getting overwhelmed. You can just hit quick match, you're in. I haven't even started trying to build out my army, but I think that would be really good. Help to play better, to get more familiar with exactly what units you have available versus just still trying to kind of figure out what's what. So you can kind of learn what you like, and then you can go in here and customize your force to get exactly what you like. Because then in that battle there was a lot of these support kind of heavy artillery that I never used because I don't always feel what's the best use case for them, versus I kind of like the lighter medium artillery. And then like the aircraft, I'm not any good with aircraft, so it might be better to put some more of those points towards more tanks, more infantry options, that kind of thing. So, and then the cool thing in this game versus some of the others, you can actually go into like the individual. If we looked at, say, not every unit you can, but some of them you can go in there and pick like what kind of weaponry you want them holding. Like your aircraft especially, you can customize exactly like what loadout you want them to have. I think you can even change like what they look like, what their camo pattern is. Yeah, so you can really, and you can unlock some of those, so it gives you some progression there. There's no like pay to win stuff, but you can unlock like more camouflage patterns and stuff like that by playing with a certain faction, certain units. Certain specializations, because each side has several different options, like what you want to specialize in. So if you play with those, you like unlock more, you know, you can customize your force a little bit more, so that's cool. All right, well, thanks for watching. This is my first ever live stream. I hope it came out okay. It's saying the bit rate is a little bit low. Not much I can do about that, but hopefully it didn't look terrible. And so yeah, I plan to kind of just stream these or do videos like these of just kind of gameplay of whatever game I'm playing at the moment, and less focused on just the more structured tutorial videos and that kind of stuff. I like the best of both worlds. So, all right, I'm gonna shut it down. But thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, all that stuff if you enjoyed it. I hope that you got something out of this and it wasn't a total waste of time. So thanks, bye. Now if I can figure out how to turn it off. Oof, there we go.